Have you ever stopped to consider that you might already be standing at the threshold of a profound awakening? Every moment of your life, every challenge, every joy has been quietly guiding you towards something far greater than you've imagined. But here's the question. Why do some people seem to effortlessly step into this higher state of awareness, while others remain caught in cycles of disconnection and struggle? Spiritual awakening is not just for a chosen few. It's not reserved for monks, mystics, or seekers on mountaintops. It's a natural part of being human, an invitation to see beyond the surface of life and connect with the limitless energy that flows through everything. The question isn't whether awakening is possible for everyone. The question is, are you ready to recognize it? In this video, we'll explore the universal potential for awakening and uncover why so many of us remain unaware of it. Together, we'll reflect on the invisible forces shaping our lives and discover the keys to opening this inner doorway. By the end, you'll see that awakening isn't something distant or mysterious. It's a part of who you already are. The idea of a spiritual awakening often feels shrouded in mystery. For centuries, seekers from all walks of life, philosophers, mystics, and scientists alike, have explored this phenomenon. But here's the truth most people miss. Spiritual awakening isn't about becoming someone new or gaining something external. It's about rediscovering what has always been within you. It's about peeling back the layers of illusion to reveal the energy, consciousness, and infinite potential that already resides at your core. At its essence, spiritual awakening is an internal shift, a profound realization that your existence is interconnected with something greater. Some describe it as tapping into divine energy, universal consciousness, or even the quantum field. Whatever the label, the underlying truth remains. Awakening is about awareness, and awareness has the power to transform everything. But here's the challenge. The energy that fuels our awakening is invisible. You can't see it, touch it, or measure it in the traditional sense. It operates beyond the physical realm, in the subtle, metaphysical layers of existence. And because it's intangible, most people dismiss it altogether. They assume awakening is something mystical, far removed from their day-to-day reality. Yet countless stories tell us otherwise. People from every culture, belief system, and background have experienced these profound shifts. They speak of clarity, peace, and a newfound connection to life itself. Some describe it as a sudden epiphany. Others say it's a gradual unfolding. But the question remains, why does this happen to some and not others? In this video, we'll explore this question through the lens of energy, consciousness, and metaphysical principles. We'll uncover why so many people feel stuck, disconnected, and powerless, and how awakening begins when you shift your perspective. Most importantly, we'll break down complex spiritual ideas into practical steps you can take to align with this universal force. By the end of this journey, you'll understand not only how spiritual awakening happens, but how you can start inviting it into your life right now. Have you ever wondered why so many of us feel stuck? Like we're running in circles, trying our best to create meaningful change, yet nothing seems to shift? You work hard, set goals, and maybe even try to adopt positive habits. But somehow, the deeper fulfillment you're longing for remains out of reach. If this sounds familiar, you're not alone. Millions of people feel trapped in routines, disconnected from purpose, and weighed down by a sense of emptiness. And in the pursuit of answers, many turn to external solutions. We look for the next self-help book, the next course, or the next big breakthrough in our careers or relationships. But even when those changes come, the sense of dissatisfaction lingers. Why? The reason is simple yet profound. Most of us are searching for solutions in the wrong place. We're trying to fix the outer world without understanding the forces that shape it from within. We're taught to rely on logic, effort, and external validation, but rarely are we guided to explore the invisible energy that drives everything we experience. Here's the truth many people overlook. Reality is not just physical. At its core, it's energetic. Everything from your thoughts and emotions to the circumstances of your life is influenced by subtle, unseen forces. And if we ignore these forces, we end up feeling disconnected from ourselves and the world around us. So, the question becomes, how do you begin to change your reality? How do you break free from feeling stuck? The answer lies in understanding that transformation isn't about controlling the external world. It's about aligning with the energy that flows through you. When you learn to tune into this energy, you begin to unlock the true power of your consciousness. But there's a challenge. Many people don't even realize this energy exists. They dismiss it as woo-woo or irrelevant because it can't be seen or measured. And those who are aware of it often struggle to harness it effectively, caught between skepticism and a lack of clear guidance. This misunderstanding creates a cycle of frustration. You might feel moments of clarity or connection, a glimpse of something greater, but then fall back into old patterns of doubt and limitation. It's like trying to tune into a radio frequency without knowing how to adjust the dial. But what if that missing piece, this invisible energy, is the key to everything you've been searching for? What if awakening isn't some elusive event but a natural process that begins the moment you decide to shift your perspective? In the next section, we'll explore this deeper, unpacking the profound metaphysical principles that govern energy and consciousness. And more importantly, we'll discover how you can start working with these forces to create real, lasting change in your life. Let's start with a foundational truth. Everything is energy. You, me, the device you're watching this on, at the most fundamental level, everything is made up of vibrating particles constantly moving and interacting. Science confirms this through quantum physics, and ancient spiritual traditions have spoken of it for millennia. They call it prana, chi, or life force. Whatever name you choose, the essence remains the same. Energy is the fabric of existence. So what does this mean for you? It means your thoughts, emotions, and beliefs are not just abstract experiences. They're energetic frequencies. And these frequencies shape the reality you live in. Think of it this way. When you tune into a radio station, you hear music because the station is broadcasting a specific frequency. Similarly, the energy you emit, through your thoughts and emotions, broadcasts a signal to the universe, attracting experiences that match your vibration. But here's where it gets interesting. Most of us are unaware of the energy we're emitting. We go through life carrying unresolved emotions, limiting beliefs, and unconscious patterns, all of which influence our frequency. For example, if you carry a belief that I'm not good enough, that energy shapes your interactions, your choices, and ultimately the reality you experience. So how do you shift this? It begins with awareness. Meditation, for instance, is a powerful tool for tuning into your inner energy. By sitting in stillness and observing your thoughts, you begin to notice the patterns that no longer serve you. You create space to realign with higher frequencies like gratitude, love, and possibility. Visualization is another practice that can help. When you focus your mind on a desired outcome and infuse it with positive energy, you're essentially reprogramming your frequency to match that reality. This isn't about wishful thinking. It's about aligning your energy with the outcome you want to create. Spiritual awakening often begins when we recognize this energetic truth. It's not a lightning bolt from the sky or an out-of-body experience. It's a shift in how you perceive and interact with the world. It's realizing that you are not separate from the energy around you. You are a part of it. Ancient wisdom reminds us of this connection. In Hinduism, the concept of Atman refers to the inner self or soul, which is inseparable from the universal consciousness. In Taoism, the Tao is described as the flow of life energy that permeates everything. These teachings point to the same reality. When you align with the flow of energy, you align with your true self. But let's bring this back to the practical. What does alignment look like in daily life? It's being present with your emotions, instead of suppressing them. It's choosing thoughts that uplift you, rather than thoughts that drain you. It's taking inspired action, rather than forcing outcomes. These small shifts create ripples in your energy field, and over time, they lead to profound transformation. Think of your energy like a garden. If you neglect it, weeds like fear, doubt, and negativity begin to grow. But if you nurture it with intention, planting seeds of love, purpose, and gratitude, it flourishes. The same principle applies to your awakening. When you tend to your inner energy, you create the conditions for growth and expansion. In the next section, we'll explore the pivotal realization that ties all of this together. The power you've been searching for isn't out there. It's within you. And the moment you become aware of this truth, everything begins to shift. Here's the truth that changes everything. The power you've been searching for isn't out there in the world. It's already within you, and it always has been. Think about this for a moment. Every great teacher, every spiritual tradition, and even modern science points to the same fundamental idea. The universe is not something separate from you. It's not an external force acting upon you. You are the universe experiencing itself in human form. The energy that flows through the stars and the oceans is the same energy that flows through your thoughts, your breath, and your heartbeat. This is the essence of awakening. Not discovering something new, but remembering what has always been. Awakening happens when you recognize that the same creative force that shapes galaxies also resides in you. And once you understand this, you realize that transformation isn't about reaching for something outside of yourself. It's about tapping into the limitless energy already within you and using it with intention. One of the most profound teachings that illustrates this comes from the principle of energy conservation. Energy cannot be created or destroyed. It can only be transformed. Think about the implications of that for a moment. Every thought, every emotion, every experience you've ever had is energy in motion. And just like you can't destroy energy, you also can't be destroyed at your core. You are an eternal being of energy, constantly evolving and transforming. When you feel stuck, lost, or powerless, it's not because the energy has disappeared. It's because your energy is blocked, misaligned, or directed toward patterns that no longer serve you. And the moment you bring awareness to this, you begin to reclaim your power. Awareness is the first step to mastery. Let's reflect on this with an example. Imagine you're holding a piece of clay in your hands. That clay, in its raw form, has infinite potential. It can be molded into anything, a vase, a sculpture, or a simple bowl. But the shape it takes depends entirely on how you choose to work with it. Your energy is like that clay. It's raw, malleable, and full of potential. But to shape it into something beautiful, you need awareness, intention, and the willingness to act. This is where practices like meditation and mindfulness become so powerful. They help you pause and notice the shape your energy is taking. Are you carrying patterns of fear, resentment, or self-doubt? Are you aligning with love, gratitude, and possibility? When you become aware of where your energy is flowing, you can begin to shift it. You can transform it. And here's something remarkable. Awakening doesn't require you to become perfect or enlightened overnight. It doesn't demand grand gestures or dramatic changes. It begins with small moments of awareness, choosing to breathe deeply when you feel stressed, sending gratitude to someone who's helped you, or simply noticing the beauty of the present moment. These small shifts in energy ripple outward, creating profound change over time. As you step into this awareness, you'll begin to notice synchronicities, those moments that feel too aligned to be coincidence. You might find that opportunities, relationships, or insights appear just when you need them. This isn't magic or luck. It's the natural result of aligning your energy with the flow of the universe. Let's revisit the question we started with. Does spiritual awakening happen to everyone? The answer is yes. It's a universal potential that exists within every human being. But awakening is a choice. It's not something that happens to you. It's something you step into. And the first step is simply realizing that the power to awaken has been within you all along. This realization is a turning point. It's the moment when you shift from feeling like a passive participant in life to recognizing yourself as a co-creator. It's when you see that your thoughts, emotions, and intentions are not just reactions to the world. They are the building blocks of your reality. And when you harness this power with intention, you can create a life that reflects your highest potential. So take a moment now. Breathe deeply. Feel the energy flowing through you. It's the same energy that fuels the stars, the same energy that beats your heart. And it's yours to work with, to transform, and to awaken to. This is your moment to begin. To summarize, spiritual awakening is not a rare event reserved for a select few. It's a universal process, a shift in awareness that happens when you recognize the infinite energy within and around you. This awakening begins the moment you choose to align your energy with the flow of life rather than resisting it. We've explored how everything is energy and how the way you think, feel, and act shapes your reality. By becoming aware of your patterns and choosing to work with the energy of love, gratitude, and intention, you can transform not only your inner world but the outer world as well. Remember, awakening is not a destination. It's a journey. It's about small, intentional steps that bring you closer to your true self. The power you seek isn't outside of you. It's within, waiting for you to recognize it. And as you step into this awareness, you'll find that life doesn't just happen to you. It begins to flow through you in ways that are beautiful, aligned, and deeply fulfilling. If this message resonated with you, take a moment to reflect on the energy you're carrying. If this message resonated with you, take a moment to reflect on the energy you're carrying today. Are you ready to align with your highest potential? If so, consider taking the next step in your journey. Subscribe to this channel for more insights on spirituality, personal transformation, and the profound wisdom that can guide you to your awakening. Share this video with someone who might need a reminder of the power within them. And in the comments, let us know, what does spiritual awakening mean to you? Your journey has already begun. Each step you take brings you closer to the limitless energy that's always been a part of you. Remember, awakening isn't about seeking, it's about remembering. So take a breath, embrace the moment, and trust that you are exactly where you're meant to be. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.